Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video I'll be opening door number 24 of this year's LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar. This is the final door on it. If you have been watching these videos all the way through, or you have the Advent Calendar and you've been actually opening the doors, you will have a good idea of what's coming out of door number 24. But for anyone who hasn't, we will keep it a surprise. I will be doing a quick review of everything in it, everything that's come out so far as well. I might be repeating myself on some of the stuff, but just in case this is the first one you're watching, or this is the only one you're watching because you can see them all, you are all welcome. So this is the front of the box. This is the back of the box, and it's Lego set 75366. Got the drop down bit here, which is like a snowy scene on Endor. So we'll do a quick recap of what we got so far. We start off with Amiga from the Bad Batch on a sleigh, which is quite a nice little build to have. It's Christmassy. It's snowy, and snow is associated with Christmas and the holiday season and the winter holiday season. So it does tick all the boxes, and you get a nice Amiga figure as well, which is quite cool. This I have a feeling this figure only either is exclusive to the Advent Calendar, or it's exclusive, or it has been released in the Bad Batch ship, which is a good figure to get, really. That's quite a nice little figure to get. Door number 2 is the Justifier from the Obi-Wan series. It also looks a bit like a Cardassian ship from Star Trek as well. I have customised mine a little bit because I had spare parts and didn't want to lose them. This is a nice little mini build for what it is. It does look like what it's supposed to do. It's got the moving tail bit on the back, which actually covers the bit they had on it. So, or the landing bit here. So it does look quite good. I do quite like it. It's a nice little mini build. And plus the other one was really big, and if you haven't got the room for it, you're probably not gonna buy it. It's what I call a time, money, and space Lego set. Next we have door number 3. Which is the Mandalorian's N1 Starfighter. This is the best mini build in it, in my opinion, really, because it looks good and it has been well designed, and it's not quite the silver like the Mandalorian's one is, but it still looks good. It's got you can tell what it is. Mine's been modded out a little bit, but especially use that brick there for shaping. They've got the cones. They got the 2 cockpit bits there. It's probably the best mini build in my opinion. I'm a bit biased because I like the Mandalorian. So next we have the Christmas maintenance droid, which is quite cool. So it's a Lego maintenance droid, first seen in the Phantom Menace, and it's got a Santa sack, and it's in red and white. It's quite a nice little figure to have. Very Christmassy, so you can't complain about it. Otherwise you'd be a bit grinchy. So door number 5 is the clone tank. This is a nice little mini build for what it is. It's well designed. You can tell what it is. Mine's modded out a little bit because I've got spare parts. Do quite like it. It would go quite nicely if you've got a small shelf or a desk to put it all on. So that is quite cool. Put that over here. Door number 6 is the Clone Trooper. This is a nice figure to get. You can't really fault having a Clone Trooper. It's always good to have quite a few of these. These are quite cool. They actually do the job they're supposed to do. It is quite a cool figure to get, really, though. It's ideal for the troop builders out there. Door number 7 is the Clone Flyer. This is quite a cool little mini build, really. I'm not sure if it's meant to be a flyer or an emplacement, but I think it doubles up as both. I can see it doubling up as both because in the inner child in me can see it double up as both. So that is quite cool. and you can put that with your clones if you like to build a clone army, and it's a cool little build to have. Next we have door number 8, which is the battle droid. This is they normally put one of these in a Star Wars Advent calendar. This is just the standard thing they put in. It is quite cool for what it is. Roger. I'm going to do the joke one last time. As you can see, it'd be nice if they did it in red and white next year. Just have a Christmassy one. It'd be quite cool. Door number 9 is the battle droid STAP. That's the final time this is coming out of the box. As you see, this is the droid. This is the flyer that the Trade Army used for the battle droids, as we've seen in the Phantom Menace. This is quite a cool little build. It flies around like that. It looks like it's flying around. It's like that. So these two can duke it out over indoor over Christmas, over the holiday season. So two nice builds there. And they have done this a few times, and as it goes, for like an Advent calendar build, this is really good. That is really good for an Advent calendar build. Door number 10, which is the Hailfire droid from the Battle of Genosha in Attack of the Clones. This is a really cool mini build. The original, this has been released a couple of times. The original one was, I think, it was a big Technic set, but this is a cool mini build to have. It looks like what it's meant to do, and like I said before, if you've got a small shelf or a desk, you can stick it on there, and it is rather cool. Door number 11 is the AAT. So this is the droid battle tank. This is quite cool. I've modded mine out a little bit because I had spare parts. Didn't want to lose them. I didn't want to lose the spare lightsaber bits or anything like that. So now it looks more like a Cobra Asps, but it still looks good, and it is a nice little mini build. It's got a bit more firepower than it had before. So, but still, that one, still the Mandalorian's Naboo fighter is winning. Door number 12 is the Reindeer Gonk droid. This is a cool build. It's very Christmassy / holiday inspired. So it looks like a reindeer. Basically, they've done a Gonk droid as a reindeer. It's really good. If I would put this with as a figure, it's really cool, and it works really well as a Christmassy piece as well. So you've got two like traditional Christmassy pieces, and then you've got the maintenance droid and the Gonk droid or the power droid. Plus, I used to have power droid, was one of the figures I had when I was a kid, and it's probably one of my favourite droids as well. Door number 13. If I can get this out without too much fuss. It's the last day, so it's going to do something. There we go. We have the T4 Imperial shuttle. This is a cool little mini build. They have done this one before in an Advent calendar, or I think I've either that or in a poly bag. It does look good for what it is. It's got the moving bits on it. It flies around. Mine's modded out a little bit because I had some spare parts. It lands like that. It's quite cool. But it has been done before, though. That's the thing. It has been overdone. There's probably somewhere where you can get that, but I kind of like that one. Kind of got a bit of a soft spot for that one. So door number 14 is Princess Leia in her Endor gear with a blaster and a cookie for bribing Wicket. That's a really cool figure. Nice one to have. Not sure if it's been in any other sets, but it's a nice figure, and some cool pieces with it as well. So you got a cookie piece as a mini blaster, and a Leia hair piece with a hair at the back. Door number 15 is, let's see if I pull this out really carefully and not damage it. It'd be really nice if we do that. A mini Ewok village. This is really cool because the Ewok village was massive. It was a really cool set, but I think they've released, I'm not sure if they've released one or two of them, but it always was a big set, and it was a really big, and you had to have the room for it, but it was cool. But this is like a mini version of it, and it does exactly what it's meant to do. It's in a Lego Advent calendar, so it's polybag level. They've done something similar with the Hogwarts Castle as well. There's a polybag where you can get Hogwarts Castle. You can build, if you buy probably about 7, you probably got to buy 7 polybags at £3.50 or £4 each, and you can build a mini Hogwarts. So that's not too bad if you can get those polybags at the right price. But this for what it is quite good, really, though. It's an Advent calendar build, so you're not expecting too many miracles. But you've got to watch the legs don't fall off. It was doing so well there as well. So we'll put the Imperial Shuttle here. I'll put that here for the time being. Door number 16 is the mini Imperial bunker door. This is a really it's a nice build for what it is. It looks like what it's supposed to look like, and if you've got one of those mini figures you use for Ant-Man or something like that, you could have one of them standing there if you got them in the right colours. So that's a nice little build for what it is. It's not, like I said before, it's an Advent calendar. You're not expecting sort of the Galaxy Explorer in here, are you? So that is quite cool. Door number 17, if I can find it, down here, is the AT-ST Scout Walker. This is quite a cool little mini build. I think they've done this one before in another Advent calendar, I think. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it still looks good, and you got a little base plate with it as well, so it can stand up like that. I've modded mine out a little bit, again, because I had spare parts. So anyone asks what I do with the spare parts, I stick them on the build just so I don't lose them. So that is quite cool. And it's Endor related as well. So also seen in Empire Strikes Back and Rebels, and also in The Mandalorian as well. So door number 18 is the mini speeder bike. See if we can pull this out carefully. This is quite good for what it is. They could have put shame they couldn't put any mini triangle bits on the front there, thinking about it, but it's not. But that's not an end of the world issue, really. It still looks good. It's a speeder bike. Speeder bikes are quite cool because they had that little bit on the back. You press the button and they exploded. So if you don't know what I mean, just watch the speeder bike adverts on YouTube, and you'll see they were really cool. So that is quite a cool little mini one. Another Endor related one, but the speeder bike has been seen on other Star Wars media as well. So door number 19, we have the radar laser cannon. This is a cool little build for Endor. I think it's the same one they used in the Hoth one, but they've just recoloured it. But it is quite cool. It moves. It looks like what it's supposed to do. I don't remember it being in the Battle of Endor, but it is quite a cool thing. It's either that or it's a satellite dish on the roof of the Imperial bunker, one or the other. But one way or another, it's a radar dish, and it might be the laser radar dish. So that's a nice build, but I still like the mini Naboo Starfighter. But if you're looking for something you can incorporate with your figures, that's probably quite good, to be honest with you. Next we have door number 20 down here, which is the Emperor with his coffee and his Force lightning, and he's also got a Death Star jumper, which is Death Star holo jumper, which is quite cool, and he's got all the stars on the back of it. That's really nice. So he's sitting there, his holo jumper, his cup of something hot, and the Force lightning. As you see, it's got 2 colours on it, which is quite good. Next we have door number 21, which is the Emperor's Throne. This is a nice little mini build. I think they probably used it in something else before, but they have done something similar in the Marvel Advent calendar as well. So Sorry if that's spoilers, but there you go. This is the Emperor on his throne. That's quite cool. Now we got door number 20. Should have 22 next, which is a mini Star Destroyer, which is a little bit of a disappointment really, but they could have put this in a bit sooner and then put one of these other builds in, because this is it's okay for what it is, but it's a bit. I'm not overly taken with this, but it does look like what it's supposed to look like. So credit where credit is due. Again, maybe make a Christmassy one next year. So door number 23 is the Ewok glider. This is quite a cool little build. So basically, the Ewoks are very basic creatures, and they built a mini flying machine, which is quite cool. Now we come to the main event, which is door number 24, which is the final one of this year's advent calendar. This will be the final one on the Star Wars one this year. We'll see what we got. Well, we could take an educated guess at what it's going to be, but we'll see what we got. We have a white Ewok. I'm not sure which one it is, because I'm not as up to date on my Ewoks as I could be. So it's a very basic figure. I reckon they should have maybe put Palpatine and the throne in last. I think that would have been quite nice. Put his throne in first and then. But as you see, it's a plain white body with fixed legs, and you have an Ewok cover here in white. So it's not even the grey one, which is a little bit of a disappointment really. Let's have a look, see what it is on there. So we've got our Ewok here. They maybe could have given you a wicket, but I do having a different Ewok. It's good for like people who do like the Ewoks and our army builders. So it is quite good for what it is. It's not overly. It's not. I wouldn't say it's my favourite. My favourite figure is probably Palpatine's a good figure, but then you've got Omega as well, who is actually quite unique. I think Omega probably wins it on the uniqueness. Princess Leia one is okay. It's got some nice design on the figure. The Clone Troopers, well, you got Clone Troopers are Clone Troopers. I see so many of those, but I would have to give it a close. Omega probably takes it on the figure stakes. The Emperor comes in a very close second, with Leia sort of coming in after that, and then maybe the Clone Trooper. The Clone Trooper and the Battle Droid are good because they got vehicles, and the Gonk Droid is really nice though. I do quite it's probably. There's two Christmassy ones in it, these two here, and unfortunately the Gonk Droid takes it because it looks like a reindeer. That is the Christmas maintenance droid is okay, but Princess Leia figure is good, but the Omega figure takes it. The best one on the ships is this one here, because I don't think they've done that before in here. And the clone tank is the droid tank is nice, but the speeder bite is nice, but that just takes it. The rest of them are good builds for what they are. So most of them are good builds for what they are. So you can't really complain. Value for money wise, I would say you've got some good figures here, and some good and a lot of good mini builds. There's one or two that sort of. Maybe like the Star Destroyer, they could have done something else instead of that. But then again, it's Christmas, and I'm going to be generous and say I do enjoy these advent calendars, and the excitement of not knowing what's coming has been quite good this year. I hope you've enjoyed this Star Wars advent calendar this year. If you have, do feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and hope to see you or maybe just see you next year for when I do the 2024 Star Wars Advent Calendar. But if you would like to see me review some more Lego, do feel free to like, share and subscribe. If you have any comments or feedback on this video, do feel free to add them at the end of the video, and I'll try to give you a mention on an upcoming video. I'm on YouTube, Instagram, Threads, and various Facebook groups. So any support coming from there is actually very much appreciated. If you could put a subscription on, if you could subscribe on YouTube, YouTube and Instagram, would be very much appreciated as well. I do post lots of other Lego related stuff on there as well. So stay safe, keep building. May the force be with you. Happy holidays, happy new year, and hope to see you on an upcoming video. Thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting this project this year. Thank you very much.